All Things Motoring International is owned and brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, CHANGECARS. Our name says it all. Whether you're looking to sell, need advice, need finance, or need insurance, CHANGECARS has you covered. In this week's episode of All Things Motoring, for the season finale, Mike is back at Red Star Raceway for the 2024 Rotor Fest, and Ernest visits our friends at Moto Village in Cape Town. This is a show to end our year on a high.
If I say think of the word halo, what comes to mind? It's a little angel with that circle around the head. When I think of the word halo, for me it's about a marque having a standout product. Audi, you've got the RS, BMW, you've got M, Mercedes, you've got AMG. Mazda, what do you have today? If all is the word. However, what did you have? You had RX. And that is what today is about. We had Red Star Raceway, a short 65 kilometers from Johannesburg, an incredible racetrack, but the day is not about the racetrack. The day is about what is around us. The most incredible, and when I say incredible, you have to see it to believe it, collection of RX models. What are we going to bring you today? You know, fine weather, some time on the track, great interviews, and just cars that you want to ogle. And if you don't want to ogle them, I will do it for you. Drive down any road in South Africa, look left, you'll see a VW Polo and a Toyota Hilux. Look right, you'll see a BMW 3 Series and a Ford Ranger. Go to any open day, classic car day, and you'll see the usual suspects. Then you get something very, very different. Mervyn, you are the proud owner of an exceptional, standout, beautiful, I want to take it home RX2. Tell us about this beauty.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I bought it just after COVID from one of the members. It was silver and it needed a lot of love and attention, and I decided to strip it down to bare metal, change the rear lights, you'll see it later, and most of the parts and spares I've ordered from Australia, and most of the help came from friends like Supertune and people in Pretoria did the bodywork and paint for me.
In South Africa, this car was a huge success in the 70s. Yeah. Are you saying these parts are not available here?
Not anymore. They don't manufacture. There's no one that remanufactures these parts. I know most of the 1400 Bucky spares work on here as well, because that's what they use to assemble it in South Africa, in Durban. But a lot of interior parts like carpets, you know, you have to buy it from either Phil's Rotary in Australia.
But if you took BMW, if you took Mercedes, if you took Toyota, I know that they've got a heritage division. Why? You want to keep these magnificent old cars on the road. Mervyn, chatting to you has been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks, Michael.
I don't think I'm the first person that's going to tell you this is something that makes people jealous.
Thank you very much.
When it comes to CHANGECARS, we've got a slogan, our name says it all. Today we had Rotor Fest, Pierre, a familiar face to the fans. Rotor Fest, truly the name says it all. We're not here to discuss petrol engines and diesel engines, we're here to discuss rotary engines. When it comes to a rotary engine, there's something about it that cannot be explained. It's the performance, it's the noise, it's the small dimensions. What for you about rotary so special?
Look at the smile on your face. That's what a rotary does to you. A rotary just puts a smile on your face. It's just a different sound. If you start a rotary at any event,
exactly,
it's a crowd pleaser. you know, the peripheral, the
Yes.
brap. It's all about the brap and so on, you know. So, you know, what's lekker about Rotor Fest this year is we got the Misfire guys, Misfire, you know, from Australia, mate. Glenn, guys, welcome to South Africa, and I hope you enjoy South Africa Rotor Fest. So, during the day, you guys are going to hear the brap. You're going to enjoy the power run now. We put all the rotaries on the track. We do a power run. We've learned it from our Australian mates.
I've got the pleasure of going out on the track. Pierre, to you, Mervyn, and all your colleagues,
Jacques, Ollie,
we thank you for the invite. You can be very proud of what you put together here today. What I look at is, I look at the fans, I look at the car owners, and you can
Miles.
see, absolutely, they are here
Miles.
with pride. Hope you enjoy it. So we've just hit the track in something very, very special. It's not a 2020s, it's not even a 2010. What are we in?
we're in a 1996 Bathurst edition Mazda RX7 FD 3S. You know, you can feel how this car is in the corners. It's amazing for this vehicle, the age of it and the handling.
Oh, this is beautiful.
We actually just had it on the dyno run.
Yeah.
What would you guess is the stock 13B power?
180?
No,
This?
155.
155. That's incredible. Oh, beautiful. Often I wonder if the viewers can understand what we as sitting in the car are experiencing. I mean, two cars in front of us, you'll see how quickly we are catching them. In fact, three cars.
We can see the guys, so we just give them a bit of gap.
Let me say this, three cars in front of us, not for long.
Coming up after the break, Ernest visits our friends at Moto Village in Cape Town. Are you looking to sell? Visit Change Cars and click on the selling tab.
From the guys from the Cape Route Rally, this is Moto Village, the home of the petrol head, they say, and invited me here for a coffee and a private tour to check out some of these special cars. Let's go. So, I'm here for the coffee, which is good, by the way. But I'm not-
Great coffee.
Yeah, but I'm not only here for the coffee.
Some cars.
Yeah.
So let's start with some toy cars.
Okay.
We put these toy cars in here and they're all for sale. And the idea was that when you come to a facility like this that sells high-end cars, everything's quite expensive. It's like out of reach. But I still want Dad to come with his kids in the morning. And so this is the Nissan
390 GT.
Yes, right, like a Le Mans special.
Yeah.
And it's 120 bucks, right? So
You could get into a Le Mans car for 120 Rand.
And there's some special models in here. You can literally pick whatever you want. There's a whole bunch of Matchbox collectors who collect this 1 to 43 scale. They all arrive at the building.
Nice. What else is on the menu?
Right, so we've got lots of cars.
This is the car that caught my eye when I first got here. And when you look at those wheels, you know what this is. It's, of course, the 750iL.
This one is a very neat 750iL, 5-liter V12. It belongs to the owner of the panel shop, so it's here on display.
Wow. It looks like a special 7 Series. You can see there's something special going on here, and those that know. Okay, let's go check out the next one.
Here we've got a 997 Porsche Cabriolet. So this is great stock coming into summer. You know, 4-seater, so if you've got small children, they can go for a cruise around Chapman's Peak with you. On the flip side, you've got a small little Mini. Quite a desirable one. It's kind of what we like at Moto Village. We like stuff that excites us, We're not trying to go for one genre of car, we're trying to go for good stock and something that's special.
Okay, so speaking of special, I understand that Cobra over there is a little bit special.
Yeah, that's built by that factory in PE, High-Tech, and it's called a Super Performance. So on your level of Cobras that are built in South Africa, this is right at the top. And we pulled this out of a very high-end car collection. This has got the 428 Cobra Le Mans Superjet motor in it. And then next to it, you got a BMW M1, right? So in South Africa, there are only 4 M1s. There's 2 white ones and there's 2 red ones.
Yeah.
Too many, this is considered to be the best. And
What does the best mean when it comes to a car like this?
mileage is where people start off, the history that goes with that mileage, and then the condition. If you can add those 3 things together with rarity and desirability, that's when you build provenance. And this car's got all of that. It's come out of a collector who owned it for 25 years.
Wow. Of course, you got the 333 over there. We've spoken about that many times, but I talk about BMWs too much on the show already.
How about a Dodge Viper, an RT10? The original OG Dodge Viper. It's got to be in red. It's got the big chrome wheels.
Does it feel big on the inside?
Yes. It feels big. It feels kind of truck-like.
When most people ask that question, no, the car feels, no, this feels big.
But you get a great feedback from people on the road, other motorists, people passing by, you know, like this is a cool car. And in South Africa, it's rare.
The coolest car, if you ask me. Probably the coolest car ever made. The poster car of poster cars, the Lamborghini Countach 5000S specifically.
Yeah.
It's not even about the most special car here. In the world, this is halo stuff.
I mean, for us growing up, this was our poster car, right? If
Literally.
it wasn't this, it was the Diablo.
Yeah, literally.
And I've been fortunate enough to do a sale on this and a Diablo and tick those boxes.
Yeah.
And it's a halo car.
Yeah.
You know, we want to see these things, we want to see them in the flesh. It's nice that they're not just tucked away in car collections.
Is it a museum piece? Is it an art piece? Or is it a driver's car? Or is it somewhere in between? Or is it not? I don't know.
I'd pick this car next to you, the Daytona. For me,
As a
big
driving
engine,
experience.
yeah, a big engine up front, rear-wheel drive.
So
you
we
know,
go
sitting
for-
on the rear axle.
So we go for a drive in this, and when we come home, we sit down and we stare at this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
okay.
this builds value in your collection and just continues to go up. This car, from the time I first saw this car in 2017, has tripled in value. So that gives you an idea. And it's got to be yellow, Lamborghini yellow.
Nah, it's got to be.
You like it in
Countach,
white?
White or black?
What you want in black is the Murcielago, the shape after.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. And that V12 sounded.
But I've got a Murcielago to show you.
What? Oh my God. And to be honest, I never rated this car when they first came out, but you hear this thing rev once and you're sold.
It's a proper V12. This is sort of like as Audi was coming in, so
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of the goodness of Audi, but still the rawness of Lamborghini. Behind you, you've got a Black Hawk Nissan Patrol.
Oh, Mike's gonna love this one.
Yeah, and this is a supercharged V8. It's built by a company in Joburg called BB Motorsport. It's the only one
Yes,
that
yeah.
we know of in Cape Town.
BB Motorsport, we covered them. They did the hill climb with one of these, didn't
Yes, and I remember seeing them go up, and now this is the road going, you know, it's licensed, it carries its service and warranty plan with Nissan, so quite a cool thing. And if that doesn't float your boat, then we've got a sandrail. So we imported the sandrail, I think it was about 2016, and this runs a crate motor, 460 horsepower V8. And what I love showing people is if you look at the floor here, it's got all these little holes. And that's when you wheelie, you can still see where you're going. I mean, this is like a race car for the dunes. And the best part about it is and you can scare 3 buddies.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. But come have a look at some Ferraris that we've got too.
Okay, so let me guess. Okay, we got 308 Quattrovalvo, 360 Testarossa, not Dino,
No, Modena.
Modena, yes, 430, and California.
That's it.
Yeah!
This is not just any 430.
Oh,
This is the 16M Scuderia. So that is the lightweight, stripped out carbon fiber, ceramic brakes. This is a real weapon on the road, and they've become highly desirable and very collectible. And we sourced this for a client. It's got under 10,000 Ks on the clock, and it's actually quite a badass car.
Well, folks, that's it for my initial tour here at Moto Village. I'm about to finish my coffee.
Yeah, but Ernst, you know, the last time we had an interview, it was at 1 o'clock in the morning. So maybe we should just pop into the Red Line bar before you go.
I think let's have another drink, shall we? Cheers, guys.
Coming up after the break, Mike goes on some more passenger rides and brings his time at Red Star Raceway to a close. Did you know? Super Performance Replicas is an American automobile company that builds, designs, develops, engineers, and markets sports cars, related sports components, and full replicas, and was founded in 1996. Today, Super Performance has 15 authorized dealers in the United States and 6 international dealers. High-Tech Automotive continues to build super performance cars at its plants in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. As replicas, all models sold by Super Performance are complete factory manufactured rollers, only missing the engine and transmission. Current models include the Super Performance Mark III, which is a replica of the 3rd generation 427 Shelby Cobra. The newest models, the Super Performance Mark II slab side and the FIA, are designed to emulate the great Cobra 289 street cars from the golden era of racing in the 1960s. The Shelby Daytona Coupe and the CSX 9000 series, originally known as the SPF Brock Coupe, is a continuation of the 1965 FIA GT World Championship winning Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe. Looking for finance and insurance? Visit Change Cars and click on the Financial Products tab.
When one thinks of vehicle collaborations, we often hear the European brands working together, the Volkswagen Group within its own stable. Then you even get Renault and Nissan, Japan and France. But when did you hear of Italy and Japan? What you've just seen pull out is that very car. I'm coining the phrase, belongs to me. I'm going to trademark it, Maz Alpha. The year is 1977 and a beautiful orange Mazda RX2 starts out its life, but it has to wait 47 years to get on camera, and that day is today. Rakesh, you have a smile on your face with good reason. I believe you got possibly the most beautiful RX2 in the country. So much effort has gone into it. Tell us about this beautiful vehicle.
Well, it's not nice to tell you. The car itself will speak to show you what has been done. This brings out a sparkle in everybody's eyes. It's a wow factor.
So when you look at the restoration, and it is a restoration, and it's actually an improvement, so much goes into it. Tell us about that.
This is a lot of time, dedication. It brings out memories because the family, dads, brothers, they had these cars. Unfortunately, when they used to crash them, they used to park them off, buy a new one, carry on. And then they sold it. When I came about, I looked at it and said, no, it's time for us to build. Let's bring back those memories. Put in the time. We found this one in a barn. Unfortunately, a lot of things were missing, but we put it together. Took out a lot of time, a lot of dedication, hours of work.
Now, the sound of a rotary engine, it is unmistakable. We always talk about a V8 burble, but there's something about a rotary burble. How do you describe that sound?
This is like when you're fighting with somebody and screaming from inside. When they give it all they got and then suddenly it just burst out.
Fantastic. Been amazing speaking to you. Thanks for
you.
the opportunity. You have a beauty.
Thank you, sir.
So now, a day like today, I've often said on the show, we like to showcase our beautiful country, our beautiful cars, and our beautiful people. Beautiful country, we at Red Star Raceway, needs no introduction to the show. Beautiful cars, we're in one 1981 Mazda RX7 owned by George Reesa, and that is the point I'd like to talk about. George, you're a personal friend of mine, you're a friend of the show. I will always remember how we met on the Nissan 720.
And my RX2 at Swartkops.
Absolutely. And if you saw us at Hooker Tucker, I said to George when I took his Nissan 720 for a drive, how does this thing spin? He said, I don't know, and you're not going to show me. And I loved that. Oh man, and now it starts hauling. Beautiful. Beautiful. Something that I need to share on camera. You take a friend like George. This is his pride and joy. You allowing your friend to go out, absolute pure trust. It's a case of Michael, we trust you, we trust all things motoring, and you welcome. On the start line in an Audi TT with Tommy, follows the show. We're about to have a dice of note. In the words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you last. Gonna take him! Yes! Told you, in the words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you last. I am Ricky Bobby.
Wow, that was lekker, eh? Yes, we caught up to you, eh?
Unbelievable. He pulled off marginally before us. I don't know if you noticed, he got a bit of a...
Yeah, he stole it.
Beautiful.
On the line.
Tommy, well done to you, my good man. When it comes to cricket and rugby, we know we always want to beat the Wallabies, but when it comes to people, you have it on record from me, you will not get nicer people than the Australians and the New Zealanders. Talking about Australians, Gary, all the way from Brisbane, welcome to South Africa.
Thank you so much.
You've got an exceptional channel called Misfire. Share with us what Misfire is about.
So Misfire Rotary, we do everything about rotaries. We go around all over Australia, all over the world, New Zealand. At the moment, we're putting world's first rotary into a Tesla.
Wow.
So we're doing a twin turbo compound. We're going to unveil it hopefully in January at the Summer Nats. Next for Misfire will be the tour to New Zealand. I think we're going to go and talk with the guys over there, check out what they're doing, and yeah, hopefully we'll start the Tesla up in the next month or so and see what happens.
Do you need a South African flavour to be added to that tour?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, my name is Michael and I'd love to join you. Gary, wishing you and the team the very best. Guys, what I said to you about Australia, top country. End of November, I'm in Australia. The city of Hiroshima, when you hear that name, there's only one thought that comes to mind, and that is the incredibly sad event of 1945, when millions of Japanese citizens were affected by the nuclear bomb dropped on them by the US Air Force. The name of the plane was the Enola Gay, the name of the bomb was Little Boy. However, that is very, very sad. Let's talk about the positives of the city. It is headquarters of Mazda Japan, the incredible brand that is Mazda Japan with incredible products. Do we see all the incredible products in South Africa? Most definitely not. But today, we saw some of the old products being showcased by owners who love them. They love them with good reason. Red Star Raceway, 65 kilometers from Johannesburg. Do you put on a good show? The answer is always. You hear there's an event at Red Star? Come out and enjoy. See what we saw and what you saw on TV.
Here is the screen top tip of the week. Keep your petrol tank about a quarter full. Low-level fuels can cause dirt and debris to clog your fuel filter. Before you buy a second-hand car, screen it. It's what smart people do. Coming up next week on All Things Motoring. As we near the end of 2024, we look back at some of our best episodes of the season. This is a show to bring back memories.
What kind of security features have you got on the car?
Security,
Yeah,
right here.
right there. Perfect. Now you need to go speak to your wife and I need to go for a drive.
and invited us here for a private tour to get a closer look at some of these special cars. Let's go check it out. Wait, coffee. Yeah?
What I love about what we're doing now, George, is just, honestly, everybody sees it. It's real. It's real.
Fun. It's real.
This is human, yeah. This is me.
No makeup and...
Not at all.
But you tell me why people... Wait, can we put our coffee on?
Do you need any motoring advice? From where or what to buy? And where to sell? Visit the All Things Motoring International website and click the Advice tab to ask Mikey. All Things Motoring International was brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, CHANGECARS. Our name says it all. There is no safer online vehicle platform. That's not an opinion, that's a fact.